So, see, it's been a while. It's been like a hot second, and you're probably wondering, what's she doing with her phone? I'm using it as a microphone. I was like, let's make this a little bit nicer quality. Like, it's been a while since I've been on here. You're like, why is it dark? Why is that situation going on? So I'm using my color changing light right now. Warning, I am about to change the color, so if you're sensitive to any light or flashing, just a warning. I'm gonna do that in 3, 2, 1. And now it's pink. Honestly, let's keep it pink. Or okay, I'm about to change it again. Warning, 3, 2, 1. I like the blue. Okay, we'll keep the blue. So, I'm just out here. I feel like it's been really busy lately, at least mentally. I've been very occupied trying to figure out what I want to do with everything in my life. And I really haven't made any progress, except for the fact that I'm just coming to the realization that I don't know what I want to do with anything. I've been really feeling as though I want a creative outlet, and I haven't been getting that lately, and I also haven't been getting much alone time these days. Being, so grateful. I am so grateful for it, but I am just like constantly surrounded by my roommates, and, I used to lock myself in my room at school and like talk to myself in my closet. And I don't get much time to myself these days. And I think it's really starting to take a toll on me. It's tough. It's like, I need that time to recharge, but it's also like, I don't want to be left alone with my thoughts. I don't know. I'm feeling like I can't even properly express myself right now. And it's difficult. I don't know. Let's talk about something else. So how is everybody doing these days? I'm slouching completely in half because we all know that I've been having scoliosis. It's fine. It really only flares up when I am trying to sweep the floors, which apparently nobody else bends in half when they sweep the floors. Like, I go fully, when I'm sweeping the floors, right, I'm like, my back is like, and apparently people just stand straight up when they sweep the floors, which I don't. I bend in half. And also, if I keep looking up and keep fixing my hair, it's because I can see myself. I need to work on that. Y'all, I really do be into myself. Anybody who posts themselves on the internet in this capacity, I think we all have been knowing that they are a little bit narcissistic. But, at least we're self-aware. Let's keep each other grounded. Let's reevaluate, right? So I feel like I'm just talking into the void right now. Is there really another person on the other side of this? I want to know how you're doing. Genuinely, how are you doing these days? Because I'm feeling almost insane. I'm feeling like I can do anything, and yet I'm also simultaneously completely trapped in doing anything. I am fully incapable on being productive outside of my work. I've been working really late hours this past week, Live, Laugh, Love consulting, and it's just really driving me through the ground. So I'm like, what am I doing? I keep saying I'm gonna quit my job for fun. I keep tossing it up. It's all my roommates hear about. I want to quit my job. I want to go crazy. I want to take a break. I want to also switch up my whole life. I don't know. But will I actually follow through on it? Who's to say? I'm wondering if it's causing more harm when I toss up these lofty ideas without following through. I think it starts to create this disconnect within myself. I stop trusting myself and I stop trusting my gut. But it's I felt that for a reason. I felt like I wanted to quit my job for a good reason. And it's just simply because it's not a good fit. But I'm worried at this point in time that I am too held. Society's got my neck in a chokehold. I'm I want to make money. This is a financially stable position. I like the people that I work with, thank God. But at what cost? Because I am crumbling. And did I think that I would get here to this point? No. Because this is exactly the job that I wanted after school. So I kind of brought this upon myself. And no, I don't regret taking it because I needed to go through this to know that this wasn't the path for me. But it's I need to realign. And I'm done talking about it. This is all I talk about, by the way, even with my friends, about how lost I am in life. And all I can do is just talk about it in the air and not actually do a goddamn thing about it. It's what is really stopping me from quitting my job next week? Nothing, technically. except everything around it. My obligations to the company. Like, I'm already staffed on things that aren't even happening yet, like conferences and things. And then I'm like, I don't want to let the people down that I'm working with. Or I'm like, oh, I don't want to have to like deal with telling my family that I'm job searching again, because that's fucking awful. That is a whole job in itself, is actually looking for another job, especially during a recession. It's like, what do I even have to complain about? Like, I have a job right now, which is a lot more than so many other people can say right now. It's just a difficult balance because everything's about perspective, right? It's like my perspective, really quite privileged, but nonetheless, it is my own, and it is my experience. So I need to work through it, clearly, because it's bothering me and it can't stop bothering me. But I also just in general look like an absolute creature right now. Like, hey guys, my friends, and by friends I mean like literally one friend. Now I'm like fully looking at myself, so apologies if I'm only looking at the camera. My friend wants me to get bangs. Like, imagine me with bangs. I think it would make me look really young. I already look pretty young for my age. Like, I'm 23, and a lot of people don't even think I'm like 18. Or I definitely look older than 18 now, but like that was an issue at some point in time. I don't know. I think it's hard to have like start conversations like these because I always feel like I'm running back the same like 3 points of just being completely like at a loss for what I want to do with my life, not liking my job, and also just feeling really stuck in this weird rut of having nothing outside of work that brings me joy. And work doesn't bring me joy either. I just need to build fulfillment outside of the realm of needing validation and needing to feel successful. Like, what is that? Who did that to me? To me. Being very academically driven and holding that so close to my self-worth as an individual, I'm sure a lot of you can relate. It's not healthy. And once you graduate from that, once you're no longer getting that constant external validation of like, oh, you did good on this, here's an A. Like, it really starts to take a toll, and it's kind of crazy. I didn't realize how much I needed that until I got into this new stage of life where, you know, there is no end to the work and it's not do or die, and I'm being paid to complete things, but like it has no connection with my value as a human being. And it is difficult during the pandemic because it's like, oh, then what else do you find value in? And usually that's the answer to that is like, oh, my connection with other people. It's like meeting people, being with the people that I love. And even that just feels impossible right now in any capacity. Granted, there is hope coming. Get vaccinated, children. Let's all be real. Everybody who got the Pfizer vaccine is objectively sexy. So I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. I feel like this is all just one repetitive conversation. And I constantly run through it myself because I feel like that if I don't, then I'll never get out of this job and I'll just fall into this loop of just being untethered from reality. I want to be more grounded, and I want to care about the things that I do, and I want to spend time investing in myself, but I just can't seem to do that when my whole day is taken up by a job that I really don't give a shit about. And then I take every single second at night to recharge, to get ready for the next day. And it's like, that is not a healthy cycle. I'm crumbling. But really, I'm being dramatic. My life is good right now. Honestly, I have it so good. So maybe this is just my brain telling me that I need something to complain about. I have a really active flight response, so I'm just wondering do I actually hate this job? Or do I just hate the situation? Or even on top of that, do I just not like working a 9 to 5? If I didn't have to work a 9 to 5, bitch, I wouldn't work a 9 to 5. We weren't built to work that way. Like, oh my God, I went outside to a park today and I was like, holy shit, the trees exist. I didn't leave the house all week. I'm like, I feel like an absolute animal in this forest right now. I'm like, this is awaking all of my instincts. I want to be a hunter and gatherer. Christ, my God, I am ready to lose it all and just live in the woods. Throw who? Christ, I live in Massachusetts. I can make that happen. My God. And I think the biggest issue of everything, though, is that this is a universal experience. Like, I'm always worried about talking about myself too much or rehashing the same ideas over and over. But I think it's comforting to hear when people are also going through this. And a good portion of my college friends who also graduated chemical engineering are going through this now, where they just like hate their job position right now. And it's difficult because we're all in like our first year of work out of school, and it looks bad to not hold a job position for like a year. So we're like, oh, do we wait a year and then quit and then move on? Or I don't know. And we're all in this loss, like, if not this, then what? And I can't just seem to think of the what, because if I knew what I wanted to do, bitch, I would be doing that. It's like I need somebody to make a decision for me. But then also this is just so big that like I need to figure it out myself. But what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I don't know. I just wish I could do something more meaningful, you know? Like, yes, I'm going to cop out and say I want to help people, but how is this helping people? I'm talking to myself in my room with the lights off, spiraling, and it's fine. But I've been talking for a while now, and I think my roommates are going to be home soon. So I'm going to close this on up. I hope you guys have enjoyed hearing me ramble, and I appreciate you listening if you've listen through this all, because I need to talk it out for myself. Dear God, I need to figure this out. Otherwise, I think I'm literally going crazy. I'm slowly but surely crumbling and succumbing to the void. So glad to have you all here with me, and I hope you have a wonderful night. So good night.